Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Lissa. I know it's been a while since I made a what I've eaten a day video, but I'm back. Basically, I'm gonna show y'all how I maintain a high protein, low calorie diet. And I'm gonna just document what I eat throughout the day and show y'all, all right? Right now it's 9 a.m. I'm gonna go ahead and make breakfast. It's only 4 ingredients, it's super easy. Let's go ahead. Hey y'all, like I said, breakfast is really simple. I'm gonna be making some toast with Martin cinnamon sugar swirl bread. 2 slices is only 160 calories, and it's got, I think, 6 grams of protein for 2 slices. We're gonna need some egg whites, some fat-free singles, because these are only 30 calories, and then some bacon bits. So first tip, we're gonna make our toast. I got this buttery spray. I'm just gonna spray some of that in my skillet. I like that because it's 0 calorie. I'm gonna go ahead, put that in there, and just let it toast. Okay, flip this. I don't like my toast super toasted, but you can toast it however you like, obviously. And I love this bread because it basically tastes like some French toast. It's really good. For the next step, we're gonna make 4 servings of egg whites. That'll be 100 calories. And basically it's 184 grams of egg whites for 4 servings. So I'm measuring that out because that's the best way to get an accurate amount. I went over a little bit. That's fine. Whatever. Egg whites don't have that much calories, but yeah, y'all. And I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper and a little bit of Cajun seasoning in here. And we can mix that up. We got our same skillet. I'm going to put a little more cooking spray in there. Make sure you got your skillet on a low setting. And we're going to go ahead and add our egg whites in there. You want to cook it on low so it doesn't burn and get all shriveled up and stuff or whatever. Then I'm going to take my bacon bits. And I'm going to put 2 servings. I'm not measuring it, but that's like 2 servings of bacon bits. Okay? Oops. Put that in there too. And we just gonna scramble them or whatever. And once they like mostly done, I'm gonna come back and show you next step. All right, our egg whites are mostly done now. I'm just gonna scramble this up, and then we're gonna add in our fat-free American. And scramble that up in there till the cheese is melted. And by the time the cheese is melted, the egg white should be cooked through all the way. Alright, so this is what you want your egg whites to look like. Of course, you can scramble them a little harder, but I wanted some soft scrambled eggs. So, yeah, y'all. Okay, so I just cut up my toast and lay it like that. And this is the end result, y'all. Right, so I wrote down the macros for this. It is a total of 395 calories, probably like 400 because I had a little bit of extra egg whites, and 43 grams of protein. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna come back and show y'all what I have for lunch. That's good. All right, y'all, so it's lunchtime. It's about 4 o'clock. I'm about to go ahead and get started on my next meal. Y'all, so for lunch, real simple, I'm making some spicy ranch chicken bites with mashed potatoes. I'm using the Real Good chicken strips. These are my favorite frozen chicken strips. You're gonna need some ranch powder, hot sauce of your choice. I like Louisiana. Some instant mashed potatoes, and some Greek yogurt. Make sure it's plain and unflavored, y'all. All right. So for the first step, I went ahead and weighed out my chicken strips. I tried to get 2 servings, but apparently this is all I had left, 170 grams, but that's fine. It's still a decent amount of chicken. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop these in the air fryer. All right, so I just air fry my little bites until they are crispy. Just take our ranch seasoning, and I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit on top. And I don't count the calories on this because it's only like 5 calories, y'all. Also, for the next step, we're gonna make our mashed potatoes. I got some very hot water here. It's about 2 cups. Really just follow the instructions. And I'm just going to pour this in here. Mix it up real good. Okay. After that, I'm just going to put a plate on top. And we're going to let this sit for about 5 minutes, y'all. So for the next step, we're going to add in some Greek yogurt. And I'm going to put 85 grams. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to put 170 grams because this is really 2 servings for me. So 170 grams. All right. And this kind of is going to act as like sour cream. I'm going to take some garlic powder, some Cajun seasoning, and some black pepper. And obviously you can season it to the taste. And we're going to mix that up. And these are really good. Kind of taste like a loaded mashed potato. After I mix it up, I'm going to pop it in the microwave for 1 more minute. But this is like our high protein mashed potatoes. All right. All right, so my potatoes that came out the microwave. I'll give them one good mix. And then I like to spread it out. And like I said, each bag of those instant mashed potatoes got 4 servings. I use 2 servings as my serving. I just like to split it down the middle. I don't measure it and all of that. And I just put half of those mashed potatoes on my plate. And then I got another serving for tomorrow or something. These are so good. All right. Then I got my little ranch chicken. Put that there. I should have a couple more bites of chicken, but that was all I had left. I'm going to go ahead and put me a little bit of bacon bits on here. That'll add some protein. And I got the extra calories, so why not? All right. And then I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper because I love black pepper. And then we're going to take our Louisiana hot sauce. And I just put a decent amount of it on there. You know, it's 0 calories, so you can put as much as you want. But this is the end result, y'all. If you want, you really could put some fat-free cheese on there, too, without as much calories. All right, y'all. So I'm about to go ahead and eat this. The macros for this is going to be, if I had all of the chicken strips I was supposed to have, it would have been 550 calories and 59 grams of protein for this. Okay? I'm going to eat this. That's good. I'm going to eat this, and then later I'll come back and show you dinner. All right, it's dinner time. We're about to go ahead and get started on my last meal for the day. Let's get into it. For the first step, we're going to go ahead and season our shrimp. I'm going to put a little bit of minced garlic. We're going to take our taco seasoning. And I just sprinkle a little bit in there. Yes, it's kind of old, but that's fine. I don't be using a whole pack of taco seasoning. Then I'm going to put a little bit of Cajun seasoning, all right? And then just break that up and get it on all of the shrimp. All right. That's our shrimp. All right, for the next step, I'm just going to cut a little bit of bell pepper. This is for our tacos. You don't need a ton of this. But, yeah, we're just going to cut it into little slices like this. Get that off there. This is such a little amount of calories, so you can worry about it. All right, so that's what we need. So for my next step, I'm making my cucumber salad. I just wanted to show you. I'm going to cut up a whole cucumber. It's like maybe 40 calories. And I just like to cut it really thin. I feel like it takes the dressing in a lot better when it's thin. A bit of onion. I'm just going to cut some thin slices of onion as well. And the onion also don't have a ton of calories. So altogether, this is probably like maybe like 50 calories worth of vegetables. All right. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is just put all of this into a bowl. Make sure you break the onions up. All right. Take our Italian dressing. For 2 servings, it's only 60 calories. So we're going to put 64 grams of Italian dressing. And that should be enough to get this nice and flavorful. I love the light Olive Garden Italian because it tastes just like the regular one. It's like, what's the point even buying the other one? Anyways, Cajun seasoning, just put a little of that. And of course, black pepper. And I put a lot of black pepper on mine. I should use a bigger bowl, but mix this up and we're gonna let this sit while we cook our tacos so the dressing can get in there. But yeah, this is our cucumber salad. Also, for the first step, making our tacos, take your tortillas. I'm gonna make 3 tacos. Just put them in the skillet to get them toasted. I feel like these taste much better when you put a little toast on them. Anyways, yeah, you can just cook them to your likeness. 3 of them is only 110 calories. All right, so I'm done toasting my tortillas. I didn't go overboard with the toasting just because they be getting real hard if you do too much. But anyway, so our next step, take some cooking spray. Go ahead and pour the peppers in there. And we're just gonna cook these till it get a nice little char on them, all right? All right, y'all, so our peppers got a little bit of char on them now. We're gonna go ahead and push those to the side. Then I'm gonna add a little more cooking spray in here. And we're gonna add our shrimp. All right, spread the shrimp out. And we're just gonna leave it on one side for a minute. And I'm gonna come back and show you the next step. All right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and flip our shrimp in like a minute. I don't want it overcooked. Look, just add a little water. Okay. The shrimp gonna be cooked real soon, so what we're gonna do, because I don't want it overcooked, we're gonna move it around. You don't need to cook this shrimp more than like 4 or 5 minutes, all right? So next thing we're gonna do, I got my fat-free mozzarella. I weighed out 2 servings, which is 80 calories, y'all, of that. Make sure you get all of that. And then I'm gonna take my white wine, and I'm literally just gonna add like a splash, okay? If it make you feel better, you can measure a tablespoon or whatever, but I'm not doing that. And let it start to tricellate. Okay. I'm gonna turn my skillet up to like a medium heat. We just want to basically let this reduce down, but don't mess up the cheese. Leave the cheese on top, all right? I'm gonna come back once it's reduced. All right, y'all, so the wine is reduced. Now we can go ahead and just toss the cheese up with everything. And that is our fundido shrimp, all right? For the last step, I'm gonna go ahead and just put the shrimp into the taco shells. Ooh. And this is more than enough for 3 tacos. I like to make a little foil taco holder. Yum. All right, y'all. Now this, let me put little peppers on this one too. This is the end result of our fundido shrimp tacos. And I got my little side of cucumber salad. All right, y'all. So this is my last meal of the day. As you can see, it looks very delicious. The macros for this is going to be 500 calories and 73 grams of protein, which is really good. For the whole day, we're exactly 1,500 calories and 175 grams of protein. I would say that's pretty good, y'all. Well, I guess this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like or leave a comment. I will be posting more of these. I'm not going to give a promise on when I'm going to drop it, but I will be posting more. But thank y'all for watching anyway, and I'll see you next time.